You can listen to this practice wherever you find yourself today. You can be sitting down or laying down or even stretching and doing things if that's what you have to be doing. Maybe if you're getting ready for bed or trying to fall asleep, just staying cuddled up right where you're at. But taking some time to check in with your body and see if you can just let your body move in whatever ways your body wants to move. Starting to check in with your shoulders, with your neck, with your spine, your hips maybe, just any parts of your body that might be feeling pretty stiff or maybe sore, or maybe parts that are feeling really good. Like if you stretch in one direction and it just feels super good, just letting yourself linger in the places where it feels extra good. And just letting this be your time with your body. And no rush whatsoever. You can continue to move for as long as you'd like, but whenever you do feel ready to come to a still position, you can let yourself do so with the spine nice and straight. And if you haven't already, and if you're in a space where you feel safe, you can let your eyes gently close at any point. And just starting your practice off today with a full and deep cleansing breath. A long, slow, full inhale in through the nose, letting yourself fill up to every corner and edge of you. Holding that for just a moment, letting yourself be full, and as you need to, slowly letting it go. Slowly letting this air leave your body, leaving every corner and edge, and gently pulling the navel in toward the spine at the bottom of the exhale to just truly empty yourself. And pause for just a moment to feel that emptiness as your next breath comes naturally as it's needed. And you can breathe just like that for a few more rounds if that feels good for you right now. Just exaggerating the 4 parts of your breath. The inhale, the pause at the top of the inhale, the exhale, and the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And if at any point exaggerating these 4 parts no longer feels good for you, then you can just observe the natural rhythm, the natural 4 parts of your breath. The length of your natural inhale, that gentle pause, your exhale, and that gentle pause. And if you haven't already, whenever you are ready, you can release this guidance over your breath altogether. And let yourself step into the role of the witness or the observer of your own body. And just simply witnessing your breath as if it is waves rolling up along the shoreline. Letting your breath be just another natural process to observe, another act of nature to witness. And just noticing the shape that your body is in, the shape of your spine and shoulders and neck, the shape of any muscles, any expressions on your face. And just starting to exaggerate that center line of your body. So you can trace the space with your mind in between your pelvic floor, up through the lower spine, middle and upper back, to the back of your throat. And just feel the back of your throat align with the pelvic floor. Feeling your shoulders aligning over your hips. And feeling the length in the back of your neck, so maybe a slight tuck of your chin. That you feel a clear channel from your heart going into your head. And if you are laying down, just letting the back side of your body fully surrender to the surface that supports you. And if you are sitting down, just letting whatever part of your body is making contact with the ground beneath you fully surrender. Letting yourself be held by the surface beneath you and then the earth beneath that surface. Or maybe you're sitting directly on the earth, so just letting yourself be held by the earth. And just remembering the force of gravity, feeling gravity as a blanket, as a giant hug, just holding you close to the earth. Knowing that you are grounded and you aren't just going to float away. And gravity will make sure of that. And just starting to bring your attention back to your face. And once again, just notice any expression that may lie here. And just by noticing, you then have the power to release or to intentionally soften the muscles in your face. So starting maybe with the chin, with the jaw, the whole mouth area. Just letting the bottom jaw and your chin, the bottom row of your teeth, just hang heavy. Letting the cheeks soften, the lips, the nostrils, even letting your ears be soft, along with the eyelids, the eyebrows, and the eyeballs themselves, just letting your eyes be held in their sockets. Maybe turning your inner gaze to peer into the forehead. And just noticing anything at all that you might see in this space, even if it's just darkness. Softening your forehead fully, your hairline, your scalp. Maybe feeling a slight pulsing sensation in the forehead. Maybe looking at that pulsing sensation. And just letting your awareness come into your heart gradually. And just notice a pulsing sensation here. And if at any point you have trouble feeling your own heartbeat, you can always place one or both hands there to encourage that feeling from the outside as well. And just remembering the power of this heart that is inside of you. Remembering your own physical anatomy. Remembering that your heart is physically connected through every part of your body, through vessels and veins. Your heart is pumping blood to your whole body, keeping your body healthy and alive. So letting yourself feel the beating of your heart as a full body sensation. Just remembering that your pulse is pulsing through your whole body. Your heart is beating throughout your whole body. So just becoming so still that you can feel that yourself. And maybe not feeling it fully today, and that's okay too. Just becoming curious of what that would feel like. And just observing the pulse where you can feel it. Maybe in your hands. Maybe just in your heart. Maybe your stomach. Your head. Your ears. Your feet. Maybe someplace entirely different. And just letting yourself take this time in your day to tune into you. We spend so much time listening to things outside of us, listening to other people's opinions, listening to news and information, shows, movies, music, all of which can be amazing and incredibly helpful in the right doses, I guess. But spending too much time listening outside of us, especially if we're searching for answers of some sort, can usually just confuse us a little bit more. And just by taking a few moments of your day, throughout your day, to quiet the noise outside, and instead of searching outside of you for something new to listen to, taking a moment to listen inside of you, which will always be new. Anytime you decide to tune in to what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your body, you will find different things. You are always changing. And the more often that you do tune in, the more patterns you might see, the more insights you will have, the more things you will learn that not one other soul on this planet can teach you about yourself. And all the answers for the deepest questions that you have for your life and what you'd like to do and where you're going, whatever questions you might have. We can get a lot of inspiration and help from other people, but ultimately, we know what we need to do. The answers to all of our questions are already inside of us. And just allowing yourself to take just a little bit more time to become curious about what's going on inside of you. To tune in without any expectations, which of course can be easier said than done. But I find that if you're having trouble looking at yourself, looking at your body without any expectations or judgments, a really helpful thing is to just come completely physical. Come into the sensations of your heartbeat. And every time you catch yourself thinking of something different, you just remind yourself, nope, I'm listening to the rhythm of my heart right now. Or just doing a body scan and noticing maybe if you're wanting a very specific answer to something or really lost in an area of your life, Maybe when you tune in, maybe your shoulders are hunched up. Maybe your fists are clenched, or your jaw is tight, or your brow is furrowed. And I find that just by being aware of where the tension is in our body, you'll often find that repeating thoughts that we have are linked up with areas of tension in the body. And sometimes it's impossible to tell ourselves to stop thinking of something. It's just by asking ourselves to stop thinking of something, we are thinking of it. So instead, it can be really helpful to come into the physical body and find where that thought is located in your body. And it can be a lot easier to tell our body to relax, to breathe out, to exhale into certain parts of our body that are holding tension. And finding those moments of stillness where, without any thoughts, the thought is gone. The repeating thought just naturally dissipates with the tension. And then whenever we return to those problems, we have a new perspective and can see new solutions that we don't necessarily see when we're all the way zoomed in. And it's taking another moment to soften the face and the shoulders even more. And use this opportunity to zoom out, to see yourself in the space that you're in, just as you are, knowing that you are perfect and exactly as you are meant to be, just as you are right now. And you already are exactly who you want to be. And just saying that to yourself, saying, I already am exactly who I want to be. Just remembering that it's already inside of you. And any small adjustments you can make to come even closer to your ideal self, or the ideal ways you want to feel, will be made when they're meant to be made. But remembering that all versions of you already exist within you. So there is a version of you that is exactly as you want it to be. That is ideal. And the version of you that you are right now is getting you to that point. So the version of you that sits and is listening and is in the body you are in right now is perfect. It is exactly who you are meant to be. Nothing can change that. So if it feels like something you'd like to do today, you can let your hands find each other in a prayer position at heart center. And just feel that contact of your hands, your palms and fingers to each other. And let your thumbs press toward your heart as your heart lifts back toward your thumbs. Just feeling your own pulse once again. And as you take a deep and full breath into the body, letting yourself fill up with this fresh new air. And as you exhale, just letting go of anything that no longer serves you as you let your head gently bow. And bowing to the source of energy that is allowing your heart to beat, whatever you believe that to be. Bowing to the constant source of guidance and inspiration all around you, whatever that means to you. Bowing to everyone in this space who has listened and completed this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today, taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. May this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights, and may you bring the same love and understanding to everything you do and everyone that you see.